to episode 16 of the Lady Wing Crafts podcast. My name is Zakia, and I'm coming to you, as always, from my apartment in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, on Wednesday, April the 11th, 2018. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as @LadyWingDesigns. Email me at ladywingdesigns@gmail.com if you feel the need to. There's a Ravelry group, Lady Wing Crafts Podcast. Search it in the groups tab, you'll find us. Remember that we are now 2 weeks away, I think. Brain math is hard. 2 or 3 weeks away from the spring garment cal being over, guys. So get those FOs in the thread. Go over to the chatter thread, cheer people on, show us your progress. I showed the prizes for both the FO thread and the chatter thread at the end of the last episode. So go back to episode 15 if you would like to see those. I'm not going to show them again right now. I'll probably show them in a couple more weeks closer to time. Oh yeah, remember that we were generously offered a coupon code for Happy Little Yarn. So you can go to either happylittleyarn.com or Happy Little Yarn on Etsy, and I think the Etsy shop is Her Hand-Dyed Yarn. Yeah, so make sure that you go to either one or both of those places. The code will be on the screen. It is LadyWing in all caps, and that'll get you 15% off. So remember to use that. And as far as I was told, I did ask Amy. She said there's no expiration date. It is an ongoing coupon, so I won't necessarily talk about it every week, but I will. I'll probably remind you guys again next week, and then just kind of off and on. But remember to go use that coupon code, because her yarn is beautiful. Okay, so I think that's all of the kind of intro stuff. Again, we're doing the vlog thing again, and for right now, I am going to put it on the table a little later, but for right now, it is on my knees, so I'm super sorry for all the earthquakes, because it's really hard for me to be still right now. It's also not all the way on my legs, so that's not helpful. Okay, so some admin stuff. Just knit-alongs. So there's the Mean Cal, which is being hosted by Mean Girls Knit. The Stripey Socks Cal on Pin Feathers and Pearls, and the Striped and Stranded Cal from the New Leaf podcast. So hopefully I'll get those linked in the thread for you guys sometime soon, because as of right now, episode 15 just went up yesterday, and or a couple days ago. No, it just went up yesterday, and I haven't put those cows in the thread, so everything will be updated sometime soon. April is going by so quickly that it'll probably be May before anything gets updated. Okay, so that's the only admin that I needed to say. So now I'm going to show you guys kind of what I've been working on. This is not everything. Like I told you guys last week, I'm working on designs. I'm not going to be showing you any of those. There's one simple one. I'm planning on making it a free pattern, but I'm still just not going to show it to you guys yet. So, I guess I'll start with this. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone out of shot. But anyway, so this was somewhere in between all of the episode 15 recordings that never got put on YouTube, but way back when on Instagram, remember I posted about wanting to start the washed out shawl? Well, I did. And these colors are showing up more brown because these are very green palettes. So it's not going to show up right, but I'll just wait until the end when I finish it to post a picture of what the color actually is. Yeah, so this is where I am with my washed out shawl so far, and I did all of this, I think, in 2 days. All of this was done in, really less than 48 hours. But I haven't really worked on it since then. I've kind of, in the past month, I've just been casting on whatever I feel like casting on that's going to make me, you know, want to knit and make me happy at the moment, and then a lot of them have just been left there. Um, so I will be finishing this soon, though, because I'm now on a mission to get all of my whips done. I need my needles back, guys. So yeah, so this first color is Smashing Pears from Lavender Loon Yarn Co. I know that I have a picture of the yarns when they were still in the hanks, and I'll pop a picture in. This Smashing Pears colorway is the one that's in the center. It's also the only Lavender Loon, so you'll be able to tell which one that is. And then I also think that I'm showing you guys the wrong side, so that's great. But anyway, so yeah, so this is Smashing Pears from Lavender Loon, and then here's your first little, so you have a lace, and then the first little stripey section. And oh my gosh, guys, I love this lace. Like, just look at that. That is gorgeous. I love the way that it's worked, and when it's, like, when you're just looking at it after, like, it's so pretty. I love the way it's done. And then, so, I want to say that I just finished the second stripey section. I think I'm finished with that, and I'm about to just go to my second color. I haven't cut the yarn for the first color yet, but I think that's where I am. So yeah, this is a super quick pattern. It's really simple. I absolutely love it. And I know that I'm going to finish it super quick when I do pick it back up. My brain has just been everywhere, and unfortunately it was one of the things that got sat down. So the second color that's over in here is, trying to make sure this is all the right color. So this is Earl Grey from the Woolen Homestead, and again, you know, there are greens in here that aren't showing up too well. But in the picture that I put up of the yarns, and maybe I'll pop it up again here, this one is definitely the one that has more of a gray background on there. I don't remember what side of the Smashing Pears it was on at the moment. And then the other one that I'm going to use, this will be my third color. This is also the Woolen Homestead, and this is Professor Sprout. So this is more of the like really pale green looking color in the picture. And if it's still not clear whenever I pull the picture up, I'll like put on the screen somewhere so that you guys will know which one is which. So yeah, that's that, and you may be able to tell it is on waste yarn. That just happened because I'm about to start a new top secret test knit, and I need to swatch with my 3mm needles. So I'm not worried about this being on waste yarn. Most of the time I try not to put my projects on waste yarn because it basically gives me more of an incentive to just leave them there, but I really want this one done, and I love that pattern, so I don't think it'll be a problem. So, next, what I've kind of been working on, this was last weekend, or last week this time. It was last Thursday I cast this on because I was going out of town and I wanted some simple knitting. So I started a sockhead cowl, and I was gonna originally make a cowl design out of this way back when, but I think I just wanted to be a simple cowl. So, yeah. That cowl design probably will still happen eventually, just not right now. Too much on my plate. So yeah, I started a sockhead cowl, which is by Kelly McClure. I feel like this is right. I'm pretty sure it's Kelly McClure. It's the same person that did the sockhead hat. It's the same general idea. You're supposed to do 4 inches of rib, knit stockinette, and then do another 4 inches of rib at the other end. I need to measure this right now because I feel like I'm probably close to, if not already at 3 inches, and I'm thinking that I'm going to stop at 3 inches instead of doing the 4, so that I have more of the stockinette in the middle. But I really wanted to do it in this colorway because it's this beautiful, I'm not really sure which color is the base. I feel like it's the pale gray. if you guys can see that, but it's like more of a pale gray with just like spots of, like, you know, just a ton of blue speckles, and there are like some dark speckles over in there. And I think this will be a really good staple because it's gray, so that'll go with a lot of things, but it's blue, so like I can just throw it on with blue jeans and it'll look really nice. So I'm excited about this. And this yarn is the Nonatus House colorway from Lavender Loon Yarn Co. It's amazing. I'm super excited about this. And I'm doing this on 2.5 millimeter needles, right? Yeah, a US 1.5, which is 2.5 millimeters. Yeah, I used this, I bought this needle when I did the sockhead hat, so because the gauge is pretty much the same, I just got this needle out because I knew I was going to need it. So I'm really excited about this. This will be a nice project, especially because my socks right now are the sock design, and sometimes I don't want to work on that. So that'll be a good project to just be able to take places. Not that I go anywhere besides campus that often. Okay, so for this, I'm going to put the laptop on the table and let you guys casually see the chaos, or part of the chaos, really. Yeah, that's good that that's all you guys can see, like, all over here that's right out of shot is just so bad, guys. So, I'm gonna show you guys my Cozy Memories blanket. So yesterday, I got on the IVKN, and I'll put the full name of that across the screen, and what was I about to, and their Instagram, that's what I was gonna say. I get on there like twice every week if I can. It's really fun. If you don't have knitting friends in your area, or like a knitting group that meets or anything, they're really great. It's people all over the world, and they're basically family now, so I can highly recommend joining that. Also, okay, where was I going with that? So yesterday, there's a Tuesday, a Saturday, and a Sunday IVKN, and I got on the Tuesday one yesterday. And I was working on a design, and then which is super simple, but then I was just like, I'm in the mood to knit some squares. So I had 7 minis or not minis, but like yarn leftovers set aside from projects that I've done recently, and one from my Bindi Arrow. And I was like, okay, these 7 need to be put in because they're from projects. So I got all of those put in. Let me see if I can find the first one. Oh, it was this one. Okay. So this is the yarn from my Bindi Arrow, if you guys remember that. So that is the Woolen Homestead in Hagrid's Happy Hour, which is solidly one of my favorite colorways ever. Just saying. So all the ones with the markers on them are the ones that I've done. This is Kirk from Legacy Fiber Arts, Koi from Stranded, Blueberry Crumb Cake, also from the Woolen Homestead. Oh dear. This is, I want to say this is Happy Birthday. I know it's Graceland Wool. It's one of the Harry Potter yarns I got. I'm pretty sure this is Happy Birthday. This is Cascade Heritage in Cinnamon. And this is that one that I can never remember. It's like Roar Spats and something. Woolamiza? Is that what people usually call it? Anyway, it's on the screen by now, guys. These two are the 2 colors that I've added in my Find Your Fade since I started working on it again. So yeah, I got 7 squares added, and can you guys tell? Like, this is what I'm working with right now. Like, I'm closing in this gap, guys. Like, this is across the top, and this column is like going up the side. So I'm literally just closing in this gap right here. I have 7 squares left, and I'm super excited. So I'm going to try to get those 7 done this month. We'll see. My goal, I think I've talked about this before. I can't remember. I'm in the Sock Yarn Swappers group on Ravelry. one of the members does like a goal along thread for you to kind of just to motivate you to help work on your scrappy projects. And it doesn't have to be Cozy Memories, any type of scrappy project that uses minis or doesn't use minis, you know. Um, but yeah. And by doesn't use minis, I meant like leftovers. So my goal for the month for that is 10. And I'm really close to my 10, but because I know that I only have 7 left before all the squares are in this blanket, I think I'm just going to try to finish it. And then I can worry about weaving in all the ends on the back during May. Woohoo. So, okay. I think that that's it for what I wanted to show you guys right now. Wow, and I did that in only 15 minutes. So, oh, I guess I'll show you this. So, in the last episode, I had a clip showing, this yarn from Machete Shop. And it's her Simple Soft Base, which is 75/25, my favorite. And it's the Kingston colorway. And there's the Machete Shop logo if you need it. And she is, no, she has her own website. She's not on Etsy. But anyway, I was saying that I bought this to be the yarn from my Mount Pleasant. It is not going to be that anymore. Yeah, I want more of a mustard. This is beautiful, but it's definitely more of a gold. And I think that I do want more of a mustard for my Mount Pleasant. But yeah, that's not actually why this is not going to be a garment now. I got asked to do a super secret test knit, and this is the only solid color that I had to do it. So I'm really excited, guys. It's going to be great. So anyway, yeah, so now I'm about to swatch for this, pretty much. So that's it for now. I will probably check in within the next couple days. So see you then. Hey guys. So there are only going to be 2 clips this episode, and obviously this is the second one if you're watching. It is Monday, April the 16th, 2018, and I don't actually have a lot to show you guys. Okay, sorry, boyfriend came in. Anyway, so, okay, so I'm just gonna go over a couple extra admin things, or really just one. So there's another knit along that I found on a podcast. It's the 3 Color Cal, which is being hosted by Just One In podcast and Paige the Framer. I don't know if that's the name of her podcast or just what she goes by. I've never actually watched her podcast, but I know Paige. Or I've talked to her. Anyway, so that'll be on the screen. Go check that out. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to mention, I think I said in the last episode, or maybe it's in the last clip, I can't remember, that I'm doing a test knit. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen that I reblogged or reposted from Lena Matheson, who is at Soft Yarn Designs on Instagram. She's doing a mystery knit along starting on Wednesday, May the 2nd. Yeah, and I'm test knitting that right now. I'm almost done with it, guys. Like, if you are looking for a really fun shawl to knit, you totally should do it. Yeah, I love Lena's patterns. They're really intuitive. They're quick. You learn new stitches, but they're not really difficult or anything. So I totally think y'all should do that. It just takes 2, I think it's 800 yards of fingering weight yarn, so basically 2 skeins. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. You guys should do it. Check it out. I will link to the pattern page on Ravelry in the show notes because she has already put it up there so that you can buy it and get your yarn ready, etc. So check that out. And okay, now I'm just going to show you guys this stuff. So knitting wise, I showed these 2 things in the last clip, so I'm not going to put them on the screen again or anything. But this is my sockhead cowl that I showed you guys. I think I was just a couple rows into the stockinette, so I did all of this yesterday. I had an event to go to, and I'm so glad that I brought this because I got a lot done on it. So there's that. And this is the yarn. You can see I'm pulling it from the inside just because it's easier to take places since I am going to use the whole skein. So it's collapsing on itself, but that's okay. And then I also showed you guys my washed out shawl, and I think that I had said that I think I had this on waist yarn the last time, because I was swatching for the test knit with these needles, but I ended up not needing this needle size, so yeah, so I'm back to working on this, and I'm loving it. So I don't know if I mentioned in the last one, also this is my washed out shawl by Joji Locatelli. Oh my gosh. But I don't know if I mentioned last time, I was right here when I showed you guys where this Progress Keeper is. All of this, I just had never showed you guys, but like all of this before that Progress Keeper was like 2 days worth of work. So I could have had this done already if I hadn't sat it down. But I'm loving it, and I'm showing you guys the backside. But I'm loving it. This is where I am. In the past couple days, I did this lace, and now I'm on this garter in my second color, which is this Earl Grey. Again, I will have already put pictures in of it. So it's dwindling at this point, but I think I just have the rest of this garter and another of these lace sections, and then I just have like this color melting with the third color. So hopefully it will get me through all of that. So we'll see. And I don't think I mentioned either, this little Progress Keeper. It's a little skull with red beads on there. That's from Conjure Yarns on Etsy. Okay, so that's pretty much all the knitting I have to show you guys. Not that much, just basically what I've done since the first clip. A little bit of retail therapy. This is the only retail therapy. Melissa gave me these tonight. We met up for the first time in a while, and this is from, I think she said they're from Little Shop of Clays. They're just little stitch markers, and it's butterflies and flowers. I'm not going to take them out of the bag, but yeah. So that's those, and they've got a good size ring on them, so I can use them on pretty much anything. Okay, the only thing left is the giveaway winner. So I'm going to pause and go draw that winner and come back and tell you guys who won. Okay, so I went and drew for the winner. So basically I'm doing a 500 YouTube subscriber giveaway if you're new to the podcast, and you just had to comment at the bottom of last week's episode. So I drew a winner, and that lucky winner is Heidi Stacy. So I'm going to put it across the screen. So Heidi, if you could message me on Ravelry or email me or message me on Instagram, any of those works. Yeah, let me know that you saw it and send me your mailing address, and I will pop in a picture here of the 2 yarns that you have an option of choosing from. So both of these are from Happy Little Yarn, and I did talk about them last week in that episode as well. So just go back to that if you don't remember the names, but let me know which one you want and I will get that sent out to you. So yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I'm not going to read her answer just because I'm not looking at it anymore. The prompt was your first podcast, whether it was audio or a video podcast, crafty or otherwise, just what was the first podcast that you ever watched or listened to. And if anyone's interested, my first was Inside Number 23 with Katie. So, yeah. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go because I have things to do, like cooking dinner. So, yeah. Until next week, guys.